99% of the students face this dilemma in the PTE Describe image. When you get an easy image, you get good scores. But when you get a difficult one, then you get a very bad score. When there is a lot of textual information, then you get a good score. But when there is very less textual information in the image, then your score drops. Let me tell you one thing, that in this particular month, many students have reported that they are getting such difficult images in the exam. So if you are not prepared about these images, what if I tell you that I do have some simple yet highly effective techniques without changing any templates or the structure that you have been using? Make sure you watch it right till the end. Hey everyone, this is Anurag here from Edutrainex PTE. I hope you all are doing great. Now this time I'm back with an important video related to PTE Describe Image, because in the PTE speaking module, many students are getting some difficult questions in this month and in the coming months as well. So if you're not prepared with the difficult images, then your chances of getting the optimal score, the desired score in PTE speaking becomes difficult. We do offer live classes as well. If you are interested, just WhatsApp us or Telegram us. Whereas we also offer the amazing app access where you can practice all the latest exam questions, improve your skills. Everything is available. Just go to www.edutrainex.com, register for free, and if you want to upgrade, you can. And if you're looking for specific ebooks that we have, 10 of them, including prediction questions, vocabulary, collocations, spellings, and the strategy ebooks as well. All the links are there in the description. Let's not waste any more time. We are going to start cracking the difficult Describe Image questions for the PTE speaking module. Make sure you have hit the like and subscribe. Before I show you the difficult image types, little bit of emphasis on the importance of structure. So whatever happens, do not deviate away from this particular structure. It's very simple. Just break your response into 3 parts: introduction, body, and conclusion. And make sure your structure is following exactly that. No matter how you introduce, no matter what you talk about in the body, and no matter how you conclude, but the structure should be evident, clear enough to understand that yes, this is the introduction. Yes, these are the trends that you wanted to talk about, with particular emphasis on the image. And then lastly, conclusion should also be clear. Now, in conclusion, you are allowed to make a summary of the image, or you can make a prediction as well. Now, I told you that we don't need to make any changes to the template or the structure. So, the template or the structure that we currently use in all of our ebooks and the templates, you will find exactly the same structure. So, we're not going to change anything on that. So, that's the best part and the beauty of how we can still solve the difficult image questions. If you have not done the Describe Image questions with us before, let me elaborate a little bit on the template side. So what you see over here, this is the placeholder for which type of image do you see. Okay, if you do not understand, if it's just a plain image or the image type you do not understand, just say image. Okay, or the picture represents, and you need to make a title, something that you conceive, something that you understand from the image. This has to be there. Okay, that gives a clear introduction what you're going to talk about. For the remaining 3 to 4 sentences, how much ever you can speak in around 30 to 35 seconds, you have to follow this structure. Okay, and you can rephrase or you can use any sentences over here. This is just a guidance based structure. This is definitely working in the exam. Our students are using the same structure. But if you are already using some structure, please align it to the same pattern. What pattern over here is that we are adding phrases or the trends that we observe in the image from our side. This is important. One phrase, one trend, another phrase, another comparison, another phrase, another comparison, and then finally you conclude it with a conclusion or a prediction. Now, if you see the structure, it clearly behaves like introduction because it has the title, what it represents. The last sentence, it behaves totally like a conclusion. Words like in summary, in conclusion, overall, finally, all those words can be used. And then in this particular section, in the body section, you see I've used some connectors. Of course, you are free or you are allowed to use any connectors that you like, not necessarily this. In some cases, we have given you some options as well. You don't need to speak both of them. Just stick to one of them. However, but, also, additionally, in addition, moreover, furthermore, however, whatever you like. Okay, just keep it structural. And this is exactly what you need. Now you understand the structure and how you need to approach the questions, any image type. Now we will start looking at the difficult image types one by one. The number one difficult type of image is something where you do not have enough words, just left and right comparison, just things which do not have enough words. What this particular image shows to you is a left side is given, a right side is given, and a keyboard pattern of typing is given. This is top view, this is side view, and the right side, even though it says the right side, don't think that this is the correct. Right means left and right, not always correct. Okay, so this is indicating wrong, cross mark. So this is not a good style of typing. Once again, these are top views and these are side views. So this is what we need to break. How we tackle this type of difficult question is step number 1, talk about the image, introduce the image. So if you see, the step number 1 is introduce the image, talk about the two sides. It can be very simple. The image represents the left side and the right side, which shows the correct and incorrect positions or postures of writing or typing. Okay, that becomes your introduction. Now what you need to do is pick one thing on the left side and compare it to the right. Okay, pick another thing from the left hand side, compare it to the right. So continue this pattern till you reach the end. Now if you are short of what you need to compare, you can compare the same image, because on the left hand side you only see 2, on the right hand side you see 4. So you can compare this with this first, this again with this first, this with this first, or this with this first. There is another strategy as well, which I will cover in the later part of the video. But with these type of images, when there are similar images on both the sides, then this approach becomes much more effective. And then you can conclude whichever side you support or whichever side you think is better. So how you can answer this particular question is, the image represents a diagram about the correct and incorrect postures or positions using a keyboard or while typing. So I'll frame the full response now. Okay, the image represents the diagram about correct and incorrect postures using a keyboard. There is a clear indication that the left side shows the right way to place hands and wrists. Similarly, the image also supports that the right side shows wrong positions where the hands and wrists are bent or uneven. Moreover, it highlights the difference between comfortable postures and poor postures. Interestingly, it indicates correct alignment can reduce pressure while typing. Overall, the left side is better because it shows a safer and healthier keyboard position. Okay, so I'm just assuming that if it's healthy, it's safer. Why? Because these are not looking right to me. So I made an assumption, I made a prediction. Okay, kind of a summary, kind of a conclusion. That is enough to give you a full score in this type of image. So what you understand, what you conceive, the left side is a good thing, the right side is a bad thing. So anything right side, it can be painful in your hands, it can result in medical expenses, whatever comes to your mind, just speak about it. Remember, there is no points for grammar. Even if you make any grammatical mistakes, not going to be a problem. But what matters is your content, how you are delivering it. The structure is important. Your fluency is 100% totally important, even though you are producing great amount of content. But if you are not fluent enough, they will not give you marks. So be always confident when you are speaking, whatever comes out of your mouth related to the image. Only thing is that you have to keep it relevant to the image. Okay, so the difficult image type 2 now coming up in front of you. Now this is a flow or a process. Once again, you can call it a diagram as well, but because it gives you a flow, kind of a flow chart, how things are working, it's not that difficult as you think. How we do is, first of all, in the introduction, you describe the whole thing. What exactly do you see as a collection? How many stages or whatever steps you want to add, you can add it. And from the next sentence, what you need to do is just pick up one thing at a time. So step 1 is searching. Introduction, what we see in the image collectively. Step 1 is searching. So describe how we search using the internet, computer, whatever. Step 2 is purchase. You can describe how we purchase using card payment or whatever. And then step 3 is download. Where we download, in the phones, in the computers, you can add those things from your side. And how do we listen? Using the headphones. So that becomes the steps, what you see in the diagram. And the text given over here can be used in the introduction, can also be used in the conclusion. In the conclusion, you can paraphrase the conclusion itself. So if you said in the introduction, the image represents something related to extra music download process, then in conclusion, you can say the extra music download process was very effective because it provided easy steps for the user. It can be a conclusion because it has relevant keywords in it, relevant to the image. Do not speak any generic sentences. Overall, the image is very beautiful. Overall, the image is very informative. Do not speak those sentences. Even though you don't have anything, repeating something that you have said in the introduction or in the body is better than not saying anything relevant to the image in the conclusion. Mind it. You will always get a better score if you do the number one thing that I told you. Now let's see how we speak about this model answer. I'll show you an evaluation as well for the third image that we do. I'll take you to Edutrainex portal. I'll speak right in front of you using the same techniques that I'm giving to you, and then you will see how effectively that technique works in getting us a great score. So for this image, you can say the image represents a process about Tesco extra music download through an online digital system. There is a clear indication that the first stage is to search for music using a computer or internet. Similarly, the image also supports the next stage where the user can purchase or buy the music through payment. Moreover, it highlights the download or save stage. Interestingly, it indicates that after downloading, the user can play or listen to the music using headphones. Overall, the arrows shows blue and gray cycles of stages for digital music process offered by Tesco. Okay, you can conclude like this. So what I did exactly what I told you. I did a little bit of paraphrase in my conclusion, and I used some colors as well. Don't just keep on saying colors. I can see blue, green, orange, and red or green in this case. Blue, dark green, light green, orange, whatever colors you see in the image. Don't just speak it in one manner. You can speak one or two keywords or the colors that you see and then try to relate it to the image. That is definitely effective enough to get you a full score in Describe Image. Now let's move on to the third type of difficult image coming right in front of you. This is like an image with a lot of information, but you do not have ability to understand what it means. It just is a top, it just is a bottom, like this food pyramid. So how we solve this type of difficult question is you just break it apart into different sections. So now you know this is top, this is bottom, this is left, this is right. If it is a map, then you can use directions as well. North, south, west, east, northeast, southwest, whatever you want to say. And mind it, if you say anything by mistake that does not belong to north, you will not lose points. Same thing, if by mistake you say treats and oils belong to the bottom, you are not going to lose any marks for not speaking accurately. So mind it once again, grammar is not marked here, accuracy is not marked here. I'm still speaking relevant to the image. I'm still trying to conceive ideas out of what I see, perceive what I see. So anyone can understand this image in a very, very different manner. So every person will speak in a different manner, like the famous saying, an image speaks 1,000 words. So same way, you all are going to speak it in a different manner. But the approach is very simple. If you divide it into different sections, top left section, top right section, or the top section, the bottom section, bottom left, bottom right, or just right, just left. So you just introduce the image very, very smartly. Start by telling what the image is in general, what it is about. So you can say in this case, like this is a food pyramid. The image represents a food pyramid with several layers of food items according to their nutrition values or healthiness. That can be a perfect introduction for this kind of response. Okay, I'm just perceiving this is related to health because we did talk about healthy drinks, we did talk about normal food that you eat, and always when we talk about food, it's always related to health or nutrition, okay, or energy, okay. So those kind of words you can definitely use. Now you can start picking up things from one by one. So describe the top, describe the bottom, then you can move to the left side, what do you see, right side, what do you see, and then you can also talk about some key corners like the top left, top right, bottom left or bottom right. Now let me give you an elaboration, then you will understand better. So the image represents a food pyramid showing different food groups and their importance in a healthy diet. There is a clear indication that foods at the bottom, such as grains, dairy, fruits and vegetables, should be consumed more often. Similarly, the image also supports that items in the middle, such as rice, bread, water and proteins, are important for daily nutrition. Moreover, it highlights treats and oils at the top. Interestingly, it indicates that these should be consumed in smaller proportions. Overall, the image suggests that a balanced diet is better for healthy lifestyle. Okay, so I did some grammatical mistakes, okay, but I did not bother to correct those. I did not bother to hesitate. In the last sentence, I said overall, the image suggests a balanced diet is a better for healthy lifestyle. For a healthy lifestyle is actually grammatical, but don't bother to fix those things. Now let's go to the Edutrainex portal and let's do one live example. I'll find you the same image that we did in the previous page, and then you will see whether the same approach works in the exam or not. Now mind it, our AI is very accurate, not like the other Chinese websites that is very cheaper but does not give you very varied scores. People get 80s there, and in the exam they don't even get 60s. So follow something that gives you the ability to first of all practice properly, gives you a proper feedback, and if nothing works for you, then contact us for paid assistance, live classes, unlimited of them, and then you can become a master in speaking. Every single task will become easier with us. Okay, so I am on the Edutrainex portal and I am going to search for the music download related image. As you can see, it's a different variation of the same image. Now what we are going to do is prepare in the 25 seconds that is given to you, and once it starts the microphone, do not pause after that. Continuously speak for 30 to 35 seconds and then just click next, submit next. Don't allow the other noises to come in to your microphone. Okay, so let's get ready now. The image represents a process about Tesco Extra music download through an online digital system. There is a clear indication that the first stage is to search for music using a computer or internet. Similarly, the image also supports the next stage where the user can purchase or buy the music through the payment shown by shopping cart. Moreover, it highlights the download or save stage. Interestingly, it indicates that after downloading, the user can play or listen to music using headphones. Overall, the arrows uses blue and gray cycles of stages for digital music access. So you can just stop it there and then click on review your response, and I'm pretty sure content wise we produce a lot of good content on this platform. If you get a score of 85 or above that, you are definitely going to get 90 score in the exam. Okay, so now we have got the scores. We got a score of 87 overall. Now if you will ask me, some people will definitely ask this, why I'm not getting a full score on your platform but in the exam some people do. So that's because we try to give you the perfect strategy, to give you the perfect approach, and we are a little bit stricter so that you don't make the same mistakes in the exam. But a lot of you try it on our platform. A lot of questions are free. You can try it. If you are getting 80s on some Chinese websites, but if you're not getting 80s or even 70s on our website, that means you are not ready for the exam. Now, if you look at the report that was generated, 85 in content, good enough, 87 pronunciation, 89 oral fluency. And overall, if you click on the report, you can also listen to your response. You see, these particular words, Tesco is not an English word, that's why it was not able to hear this part properly. But other than that, everything is green, which means we spoke in a decent, very good manner. And if you scroll down, you will see more feedbacks related to your what kind of words did you produce, did it match with the context of the image. Oral fluency wise, did I use connectors, did I produce a proper structural response, and pronunciation wise, everything is crystal clear to you so that you understand where exactly you are lacking. So I'm pretty sure that many of you, 90% of the students who contacts me, are not aware about these simple yet highly effective techniques. Now you know, so start cracking the PT speaking module, make it your weapon, make it your strength in the exam. Don't be scared, don't be nervous. And if you're not able to do it yourself, just WhatsApp us or Telegram us and we will be able to provide you classes and then help you succeed. We also have the fabulous app access that you just saw, how it gives you amazing feedbacks. There are many skills improvement areas as well, focusing on writing skills, reading skills, collocations, spellings, even listening skills. Everything that is not provided on the Chinese websites. We also have the official ebooks as well, around 10 of them, focused on different skills as well as different difficult strategies that are based on the questions, based on the tasks that are given to you in the exam. If you want that, just look at the link in the description, you can buy them. And if you have not watched the video that we published very recently on the updates related to the PT exam, and if you are also interested to learn about 200 collocations that we gave that are frequently appearing in July and August 2026, go and watch it now. Keep watching Edutrainex and I'll soon be back with another super informative video about PT topics. See you soon.